Happy Monday! I am so excited to talk to you guys on today about our postcard topic. So, first off, this quote is near and dear to my heart. It is a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. And the reason why it's near and dear to my heart is because this quote was actually given to me on like a plaque. I don't know if, oh, it's all the way over there. I don't feel like going to get it, but I will because it matches my t-shirt. So I think that I should show you guys. Hold on. So this quote is near and dear to my heart because I actually have this plaque sitting on my desk. And this was a gift, as you can see. But I actually received from my previous boss. That was the last time I was actually working for someone. Right before, probably about a month before I gave my 2-week notice and decided to go and work for myself for the time being. But she actually gave me this plaque because for Christmas because she said it reminded her of me. And basically this says, be the change you wish to see in the world. And she's like, oh yeah, that's totally Misha, right? So that is actually today's postcard topic. I think that, again, my topics are chosen at random. I think that this is a wonderful quote. And again, like I said, that I actually have that sitting on my desk. She also got me that with a matching mug that said make it happen, which definitely coincides with how my attitude was leading up to the event where I literally had to make stuff happen. And at one point I remember just wanting to cry like, oh my gosh, how am I about to do this? How am I about to make this happen by tomorrow? It's 5 o'clock. But I did. I made it happen. And it's really just an attitude thing. It's an attitude adjustment, where we kind of make ourselves think that we're not going to be able to do things or accomplish things in a timely manner. It's an attitude adjustment. You never know. Put your trust in God. I've had to pray several times and just be like, you know what? I'm just going to put it in God's hands like I've been doing. I don't know why I'm worrying. He's already said that it's done, right? So going back to the postcard topic, be the change that you want to see in the world. I absolutely love that I get to talk about this week because as you all know, my book launch for my second book was this weekend. And we had a really good turnout. Everybody had a great time. I got a lot of positive feedback about the event. And I'm super proud of myself. And I'm super proud of just all of the accomplishments that I have obtained along the way. Like, this really is my passion. I really do believe what I do is my purpose. I get constant, what do you call that? Just kind of the word that I'm looking for. Constant reassurance all the time, right? So anytime someone tells me upon meeting me, oh my God, you're so motivating. I feel so motivated after having a conversation with you. But that's what I do. I have an entire brand built around motivation and motivating others, right? So I really pride myself on being the change that I want to see in the world. I think that it starts with each and every one of us. We can complain about how cruel the world is, how much the world is a hard place to live in, but what are we doing to accomplish to the good? Are we just kind of going about life living selfishly, or are we actually trying to help the world be a better place? I truly believe with my brand and business, Ambitious Mix, that my brand is helping the world become a better place. I solely am basing my brand and business off of helping others to be more productive members of the society, right? And that starts with them. And I kind of help you guys reach inside yourselves and pull that out, so that you can be more productive, more effective as an individual, so that you are giving back to society and you are being the change that you want to be in society, right? Or that you want to see in society. So, again, we had my book launch this past weekend, so I'm super excited. And I'm just still on cloud 9 because the chapter that I decided to read from, which was chapter 5, that is titled "Do Not Let Anyone Evolve Past Your," or don't let anyone. We basically talked about not letting anyone dull your sparkle, but the actual name of the title, or the actual title of the chapter, is "I Will Not Apologize for evolving past your comfort zone." And what And everybody actually really liked that reading, and I was getting a lot of positive feedback as I was reading as well, because a lot of times, as you are changing and you are becoming a more productive member of the society and you are becoming the change you want to see in the world, you a lot of times get a lot of negative backlash, particularly from people that you already know. Because what the issue is going to be is that, once you start changing, people will try to make you feel bad about it, because what it is that they can't take seeing you in the light that they see you now, because they know where they used to see you or where you came from, right? So if I'm seeing somebody pass me up in life, and they're doing positive things now where that might not have been the case before, you know, I'm going to feel some type of way about it. I mean, not me per se, but that is how the average person in society deals with things. Like, they can't take someone actually changing and transforming into a different person. That bothers them for some reason. No matter how positive, the things are that they're doing, there's always going to be somebody that's going to have an issue with you becoming the change that you want to see in the world. I'm just simply pointing that out because I think that stops a lot of us from doing things that we really want to do, that we know can make a difference in the world and in the community, but we're afraid of the opinions of others. So not only do I want you guys to be the change that you wish to see in the world, but I'm giving you a snippet of what I actually talked about at the book launch. I want you guys to take away, that particular part of the story where you have to ignore people's opinions. People are going to have their opinions regardless, as you do start to transform and become a better version of yourselves. Because there are some people that are going to genuinely be rooting you on, and then there are some people that they're not going to want to see it. They're going to have an issue with it. They're just not going to want to see it. They're going to be, upset that you passed them up. They're going to be upset that you were able to do something that maybe they want to do. When, change can happen in all of us. It starts with ourselves. So I also want to share with you the activity that I had my attendees do at the book launch. So we actually had everybody write down one affirmation that they want to use to motivate themselves for the duration of 2017. Do you see all of these affirmations? I am super excited that I get to take all of these with me as a souvenir, because as you know, I'm getting ready to move to California in about 3 weeks. I am so excited that you guys share this and you participated, and I have all of this to take with me, all of this positivity. My suggestion would be start your own board, okay? Start your own board, whether it be a board filled up with the different affirmations that you're writing just to yourself, or you can do this activity with your friends and family, and then you can use it and hang it up where, you guys can choose a general place for it to go up. And then that way you can always visit this board and you can always see the positivity and just remind yourselves, it's a play on the vision board, except these things are all written out. Because what do they say? Write the vision, make it plain, right? So we can make a vision board and have it be visual and pretty, but what about an affirmations board? So I'm super excited that I got to do that with my guests at the book launch. And there's just so many great things on here. Some people left theirs anonymous. Some people put their names on it. But like one of them, I'll read a couple of them and share them with you. One of my guests said, stay faithful, stay prayerful. # Godfidence. One other person say, in the end, I always win. I like that. That's super motivational. Super motivational, right? In the end, I always win. If you keep that attitude, then you literally will win. It's the law of attraction. So in the end, you'll always win, no matter how short you fall, no matter what you feel like you failed at. Remember, in the end, you'll always win. Drake said it best. You got to win a race regardless, right? That's what he said in so many words. Because what did they say? Life is a marathon, not a sprint. But you got to win a race regardless. Drake said it best. All you know is you got to win a race. If you keep that mindset, I think you will go very far in life. It don't matter how long it takes you. You just know you got to win. So I like this one. Stay in control and love yourself. I think that people think that, there are certain things that you just can't control that are going to happen. And, an advice one of my friends gives to me is control the controllables. But honestly, it's all about the law of attraction. I think that if you program yourself to attract certain things, then that's all you'll see. And with that being said is that, you know, if I say positive vibes only, I'm only going to be around positive people, I'm going to block out negative influences, technically that's me putting myself in control. Even though we think that it gets to a point where, well, I can't control everything. You kind of can. A lot of things are preventable. So I like that. Stay in control and love yourself. And I think that that starts with self-love. I think that if you always put yourself first and you remember, hey, you know what? I'm worth more than what someone else is making me feel like I'm worth. You always have the control then, if you remember that. All right? I like, you can't compete where you don't compare. I like this particular quote because it goes back to, like I said in my feature with Boss Lady Blogger, I don't feel like there's competition out there for me. You know, it doesn't exist. I don't focus on that one, you know, as far as going into business. And I'll reiterate why not. Because I'm Misha, and there's only one Misha Mahan here on this earth. Right? So, and what I mean by that is, you know, because there can be people with the same name as you. I don't know if anybody else with the same exact name as me. I think I might be the only Misha Mahan here on earth. But the point that I'm making is that I have a certain amount of select characteristics that nobody else has. They might have similar characteristics, but God created me uniquely with a certain set of DNA, certain makeup, certain traits, and then I also was raised in a certain household. So that all of those things affect who you are as a person and make you unique. Somebody could have the same name, same personality, you know, similar interests, look like you, but at the end of the day, they're not going to have the same experiences in every category. Period, point blank. Everybody, I feel like, is created uniquely, and there's at least one unique thing about one person versus to the other person. The thing is that everybody's so worried about being like everybody else that sometimes that gets lost. Sometimes we get so worried about being trendy and we're trying to look like this person and that person. You're robbing society of those special traits that only you possess that nobody else possesses because you're trying to cover it up and be somebody else. So I absolutely love that. I like this. The sky is never the limit. You can go far and beyond. You already know me. I'm going to tell you the same thing. Stay ambitious, stay motivated. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I wrote that in a couple people's books yesterday, you know, as I was signing books. You can do whatever you put your mind to. The sky is not the limit. The world is your oyster. How about that? Let's see. I like this. I like this. This talks about determination and persistence. Move forward no matter how hard or how heavy the weight is that you have to carry. If you set out to do it and you truly commit to do it, you're going to do it no matter what. No matter what happens, no matter what's thrown in your direction, you are going to do it. Here's another one. Be true to who you are. We just talked about that. Be true to who you are. Don't conform. I like that. Keep God first. I like all of these. Be more patient. Another one is with hard work and dedication, you can accomplish anything. I love this. People are like, these are their affirmations. This is what they're going to use to motivate themselves on a daily for the rest of the year. Remember that decisions should be logical. Save your emotions for companionship. Don't make emotional decisions. I absolutely love that. I think especially when it comes to business, that is very important. And I wrote a whole blog post on it, and I created an ebook and a workbook for you guys. And that was in the blog post, Control Your Emotions. Break free of joy guilt. That's the ebook. All of that stuff it goes together. It goes with controlling your emotions. I think that was a good one for sure. Get paid, stay healthy. Ambition. Strive for greatness in everything that you do, big or small. I honestly, the name Ambitious Mix was actually derived from a similar concept as this. Because when I thought about what I wanted to name my brand, I wanted to be something that represented who I was as a person. And I am very passionate about striving for greatness in everything that you do. People kind of frown upon the whole, oh, I'm the Jack or Jill of all trades. I don't think it's about that. I think that there are many of us that are just good in a lot of things because we're very ambitious. When we put hard work into everything that we do. So I think those are the people that are good at a lot of stuff because we take what we do, we take ourselves seriously. So we just have a wonderful work ethic and we strive for greatness in everything that we do. Just like this quote says, big or small. Live a boss life, brilliance over simple stuff. Love it. Love the acronym. Keeping my head to the front because there's nothing in my rear view mirror. I actually watched something when they talked about that, saying, why do you think your windshield is bigger than your rear view? Because you shouldn't be so consumed with what has already happened. The past doesn't nearly matter as much as your present or future. Period, point blank. Keep grinding. Like that. Oh, I like this one. Start fresh tomorrow. So that means that even if things don't work out the way that you want them to work out, just start fresh tomorrow. It's okay. God willing, if you got another day here on this earth tomorrow, start tomorrow. I'm focused, I'm dedicated, I'm fulfilling, I'm human first. That's right. And we're all humans and we make mistakes. But at the end of the day, we're all human. Nobody's God. Nobody's perfect by any means. And we have to remember that so that we can stop being hard on ourselves. I think a lot of us do that. I do that. I'm very hard on myself. I'm very much like, oh no, you got to make this happen. Like people be thinking I'll be cracking a whip at them. I'll be cracking a whip at myself. Nobody's exempt. So I like that. But, you know, if we all can remember that we're human first, then absolutely. I like this one. It's a Jay-Z quote. You can't base what you're going to be off of what everyone else isn't. Okay. That's a different perspective. I like it. Stay positive. Poverty does not require a plan, so plan to be everything but. Napoleon Hill quote. I recognize it. Stay strong and keep pushing. Stay true to yourself. Live your truth. Embrace your truth. Nourish your truth. And it's okay to be you. I love it. I'm all about being yourself. Like, let's just stop trying to be each other and just embrace who we are as a person. Embrace your quirks. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace your cockiness. Whatever. Embrace your confidence. You know what I mean? Be passionate. Be humble. Grind hard. Pray harder, but above all, do it regal. I love it. I got another grind harder. We have pray about it. Stay strong and keep pushing. I absolutely love it. I'm so glad that I actually did that activity. And like I said, I'm going to take this board with me to California. I think that, you know, again, just being that change that I want to see in the world. I love that I can motivate you guys, but you guys can also motivate me back because that's what we're here for today, right? Get motivated with Misha. We're doing it together. It's not about me just motivating you. You're getting motivated with me so we can all go to the top. Not just me. All right? So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Definitely, you know, come up with your own affirmation or create a board or, you know, where maybe you and your friends will get together and you guys can create a board. And just come up with that one thing, you know, quote affirmation that you're going to use to push yourselves this year. I would rather it be an affirmation that comes from the heart that you came up with. So what choice words will you tell yourself every day to help you be the change that you want to see in the world? I'll see you guys next week or in the next video. Stay ambitious, stay motivated.